Do you know someone who used hypnosis to make change, whether to lose weight or stop smoking? And were they successful? Well, what is it about hypnosis that helps people make change? And why do some people succeed while other people still hold on to their bad habits? Well, if you want a deeper understanding of what habits are, what hypnosis is, and how it makes change in the brain and the body, then this show is for you because our guest, Larry Garrett, has been hypnotizing people over 20 clients a week since 1970. Larry has been on all kinds of TV shows and radio shows. He's presented at 400 colleges. He's worked with police officers. He's worked with hospitals, physicians, you name it. Larry is a friend of mine, and I am just honored that you are part of this show and going to share your brilliance with us today. Larry, welcome to the show.
Oh my God, what an intro. How do I follow that? Hi, Randy. How exciting to be here with you.
Yeah.
You can tell the way I'm wiggling right now. I got to hold still, though. We're on video. We're not live. I can't get the same excitement I get with you when we're live.
Almost. I want to work on that. So okay. I want to say hi to everyone. We've already got some people here. We've already got some comments. And yay, welcome everybody to the show. But before we get into the show, you might be wondering, like, what's going to happen today and who I am. Some of you already know. Well, you know what's going to happen. Well, no, maybe we don't know. Well, you guys, my name is Randy Light, and I am a peak performance coach. I'm the owner of Enlightened Living Hypnosis. I'm a hypnosis instructor and a healer. And for the past 11 years, I've hypnotized thousands of children and adults to break through everything, including unwanted bad habits, emotional and physical. And I am the creator and the author of The Essential Four. It's a system to get you from where you are to where you want to be, so you can be your best version of yourself, to break old stress thinking and everything that's in your way. And I am super excited for our guest today because you guys are going to learn so much. And between the two of us, I met Larry many years ago, 11 years ago, at the National Guild of Hypnotists. He just took me under his wing because we were both from the Midwest, made me feel so welcome. It was my first hypnosis anything, and there were 2,000 really confident people, and it blew my mind. So, Larry, that was such an honor, and thank you for taking me in all the way back then. So you guys,
I know no other way.
It's true. It's so true. Yeah. So you guys, you might be new or you might have seen the show, but here's the thing. Every show has an experience. It's called the Randy Light experience. So you get to have a hypnotic process, something to get you into a relaxed and focused state, and to deliver whatever we're working on into your subconscious during the show. So I hope that sounds good.
I'm looking forward to it. I was waiting all day for this.
Yes.
It's a Randy Light experience.
Absolutely. So this is the Randy Light experience, but Larry, you are part of that experience today. And you guys, if you are listening live right now or listening to a recording, let us know you're here, and send some of those bubbles across the screen, hit the like button, hit the love button, and say hello, where you're from. Ask questions. The more you participate, the better it is for you, the better it is for everyone. So say hello, welcome. And I already know people are asking questions, so this is awesome. Please continue to comment and hit that like button, hit that love button, and we are going to get started. So,
let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
do this. So tell me, Larry, what is, in your version of the world, what is a habit anyway?
Ooh, I think of the word. I think of the word habit as kind of a reactive process. And I like to say a habit is just a habit until we try to stop and can't, and then it becomes a neurosis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If I got a bad habit and I say, I could quit these cigarettes anytime I want, and then I try and quit them and I can't, then it becomes very neurotic.
Because you start thinking about it and so
obsessing.
So what? Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that because you think, it's just a habit. But I mean, there are simple habits every day. We brush our teeth the same way. Yeah.
But we're speaking about habits that maybe we don't want. We want to brush our teeth. Because, if we don't brush our teeth, they go away.
So that doesn't work for everybody, and that's part of a habit too, right? So
Right.
You can know that brushing your teeth will help your teeth stay healthy, but then why don't some people continue to brush their teeth?
Yeah, but I think originally, though, you brought up the issue on a more serious note because I like to have fun, of course. If I did anything serious, I'd be out of business. So I like to have fun, like yourself. I mean, we're both fun. I just missed the fact that we didn't ride together to St. Louis conference because we had so much fun, but we'll have it today. And so I'm going to say, I think on a very serious note, a habit to me is like a reflex. So if I take this pen and I throw it, you duck to keep from getting hit. And then if I say to you, I promise I won't throw it, but I'm going to pretend in 10 minutes, you still duck because the reflex is like the habit. You say, I'm going to quit eating those cookies as you're reaching for another one. To me, that's a habit. It's a process of the subconscious mind doing an activity that we might not even be conscious about. I don't think the person has a conscious thought that says, oh, I better duck, he's throwing the pen. I think they just do it. And then if you think of a bad habit, biting your nails, smoking. I often think of this also, Randy. I think of the mind subconsciously likes everything in balance. Everything is cool, everything copacetic, everything's fine. When the balance shifts, we reach for a substance, a cigarette, a drink, a cookie, nail biting. So that substance then brings us back in balance temporarily. So now we feel better again. Oh, if I have a cigarette, I'll feel better. Oh, if I have that cookie, I'll feel better. Even if I bite my nails, look at a person bite their nails. You take the hand away, it goes right back in. So the habit is needed to make everything okay. I was taught that by my original instructor who said, the subconscious mind is there for one thing, to feel good, to be okay, to protect you. I believe it.
Interesting. Okay. So that's an interesting way of explaining it. And I like that. And we know, though, that there are other ways to make our bodies feel good, but they're not programmed, right? Like hypnosis or self-hypnosis can do something to change.
Yeah. But you see, remember, to the subconscious mind, those negative habits make us feel better. To the subconscious mind. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I could remember sitting back there taking a hit on a cigarette. And I go, try and mess with that guy. You can't mess with him. He's got the world by the tail. And how about the other one? Eat, you'll feel better. So if I don't feel good, I should eat. My mother used to say, eat, that's my way of showing you my love. If I need love, do I eat? If I don't take her food, do I reject her love? We're stuck in a double bind there, and it gets strong. How about the person, I don't know about yourself, Randy, but I do see many people in different regions, and a common one I've been seeing for maybe the last 2-4 years is having a drink every night after dinner. What is that?
Okay. I think you froze. And okay, you're back. Wait, and you're frozen again.
Good. I told you I'd be back.
Okay, so talk about the thing about.
Did you hear me? Did you? Okay, so what I was saying, common the last 3 to 4 years has been for people that I've met, has been for the person who has a drink every night or 2 or 3, and maybe a glass of wine, maybe a mixed drink to relax. Well, don't you think self-hypnosis could cause us to relax? I really believe that if a person learns how to breathe, learns how to do relaxation, meditation, self-hypnosis, they're going to do great. Do you know Tom Doherty? Tom Doherty is one of our active people around here. He's a great Chicago. He was telling me the other day a great story. He said since he's been meditating every day, which is self-hypnosis to him, he says his intuitive abilities have gotten greater. His abilities to know if people are telling the truth have become superior, and he's a lawyer. And so he shared this story with our group Sunday, and it was such a welcome story, because when we do meditation, we become very intuitive because we become very clear. If we become clear, we don't need the cigarette, we don't need the cookies, we don't need the nail biting, because we're clear. I think that's powerful.
So, okay, so that's talking about self-hypnosis, but what you and I do for a lot of people, for other people, is hypnotize them to overcome unwanted habits. But it's not like we're going out to them. They're at a point, at a level in their life where they're realizing that this habit is causing them more pain than pleasure. So what's happening? How does hypnosis break an unwanted habit? What's happening in the brain that makes that happen?
Boy, I'm going to have a lot of hypnotists disagreeing with me this morning, but I always say to myself, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. Who feels good is who wins. And I feel good with these stories. I think myself that what hypnosis does to break a habit is it neutralizes the angst. So if I say to you, don't think of an elephant, I like that one because you think of an elephant. As soon as I say, don't think of the elephant, I'm not going to smoke those cigarettes. Yes, you are. But what if I say to you, it's okay. If you want to think of elephants, go right ahead. Now, all of a sudden, it neutralized the angst of the self-judgment that caused us not to break the habit. That's what I think hypnosis does, is it makes it okay to think of that metaphorical elephant. Now, I have another theory that works well for my clients, and that is I teach my client that hypnosis isn't going to make them stop smoking. I have an issue, Randy, with the language of hypnotist. I have a book here that Dr. John Knapp gave me from 1820.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, this is amazing. It's on mesmerism for 1820. And guess what? Look at this. Look at that. Can you imagine 1820? Some hypnotists are still doing the same techniques that they did in 1820. You won't smoke that cigarette. They're bad for you. That's okay. It works. And I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying we need to modernize it a little bit and say, is there a better way that we can have success? Here's my opinion. Hypnosis is a wonderful profession today. It has reached professionalism. When I started hypnosis in 1970 full time, there were 3 hypnotists in Chicago. I'll bet there are 300 today. And yet we have to progress, just like the physician progresses when he or she uses x-ray machines or CAT scans or whatever. So we have to get rid of the proverbial swinging watch once in a while and look and say, what's really going on? So let's educate our clients. My opinion is, remove the word, I'm going to hypnotize you to quit smoking. No, you're not. They're going to quit smoking if they want to. But by you using the words, I'm going to hypnotize you to quit smoking, it's almost as though the client then has an expectation that the hypnosis is going to get them to quit. I think hypnosis converts a habit into a choice. So what I like about hypnosis, and you might have experienced this, and anybody who's been hypnotized, is when you go to reach for that cigarette, you go to reach for that cookie, you go to bite your nails, your mind pauses and thinks, do I want that habit right now or not? Ooh, we could cut a habit down to 50% if we made a conscious choice each time. So I believe that a hypnosis converts a habit into a choice. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you, Larry. I have an audio recording for weight loss, and I have a bunch of weight loss clients right now, right? Because right now is the time people been wanting to lose weight, because we're about to have to get into bikinis or bathing suits of some sort and be on the beach.
And you do that well because you look good. See?
Thank you.
Yes. And so your weight loss is going to be easy for you because they're going to say, I want to look like Randy. Right? And
so yeah, and they make a choice, and that's one of the. So on my audio recording, and when they come, that's exactly what they're saying. They're making a decision. Do I want to lose the weight, or do I want to eat that piece of cake? Right. And you make a conscious choice.
Choice.
But it seems like to me though, hypnosis, when you're so just like you opened up with that, your friend is doing self-hypnosis and meditation and becoming more intuitive, because calmer, listening, getting into an open and receptive state. So when you do the hypnosis, you're also resetting your systems, melting the stress, so you don't have as much inclination to change your habit, change how you feel, because you already feel better.
Yes, you feel better. So it's easier now.
So it's easier
It's
and
easier.
so I have research that says that from the Institute of Neuroscience, I can't even remember. I have it, cognitive and neuroscience, that a suggestion given in a hypnotic state, even one time, can have the same effect as long-term conditioning and practice. And to me, that's very powerful and bold statement. But like you said, if I deliver that suggestion, they could just rebel like that.
Now it depends on the words, and I was listening to NPR this morning. They were talking about John DeLorean, who invented the DeLorean car or designed the DeLorean car.
Cool.
And he could walk in a room and get anybody in that room to accept his ideas. How did he do that? And he did that by creating, and this was good because they were talking about a movie coming out with him. And this is good because he wanted to move to another country to get funding for his DeLorean car. I was listening, and his wife didn't want to. She said, what about us? And what about the kids? And we don't want to move. And his words, he says, oh, it'll be okay. Everything will be fine. We have to go where the governments will give us the most money. And then he said, trust me, it'll be okay. And she did. So I'm going to use a word, Randy, that I believe makes everything work. And that is one word, trust. And if you could communicate trust to your client, whatever their goal is, you're going to have success. But we need to wear trust. So I say to my client, I say, what is there in life that you trust, that you believe, that you accept unconditionally? What do you trust unconditionally? Who? Your mother, your partner, your spouse, your kids, your dog. What do you trust? And they say, oh, okay, I trust my dog. Now feel and wear that. What does it feel like? Now put that towards any other area. So hypnosis can displace an emotion of trust to another area, of losing weight, of quitting smoking. And if you displace that energy, then your success is going to be superior.
So yeah, so the subconscious automatic can generalizes anyway. So you might as well have that spill out. So that success in one area, that they trust their dog or trust their partner or whatever, can then be applied. So because it's a feeling state, right? And so that feeling state, so that is just that's another, and I love that. Trust yourself, trust the universe, trust the process of life. Have your back. Be there for yourself. Trust that you can do this.
That's right. That's right. Now, if you wear trust, whatever it is, so yourself, myself, whoever's viewing this, wear trust for a moment, just a moment. Now, when you have that energy, wow, that's like a sigh. What can you do in life with that energy? Anything.
Yes. Wow.
Yes. So I have to tell you, I attempt to run my life by trust, and then it allows me to believe anything's okay.
I love it. And your life is a beautiful thing. But let me just say, you guys, if you're liking this, please send some of those bubbles across the screen, the like button, the love button. We like
it. It helps our ego. Oh, there goes one. That was a floater. I thought that was a bubble going by. It was a floater.
You guys say hello, comment.
Hello. You mean them. Oh.
Hello. You too. Yeah. You guys say hello.
I told you we'd have fun. Randy, I told you, I said, I don't know what we are going to have fun. And let me share with you. Yeah, thank you. I would like to share, I don't want to take this away from you, but I want to share that I feel my success is excellent. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in business so long. I've never advertised. So somebody must be doing well as they leave my office and send me somebody else. And I think it comes from trust, education, and teaching them a skill. To me, hypnosis is like a music lesson. You have to go home and practice that instrument. And then when you come back again, you'll be better at that song. See, there's a bubble. There, Kenda. Hi, Kenda. I love you, Kenda. Ooh, and I love you.
Can you see what she's saying? She says, you guys are great, wonderful insight. I love you too, Kenda.
I don't see the word says you guys are great. I just see wonderful insight. Where did you see I were great?
Well, it's just because it's my show.
I love you, Randy Light. I love.
Okay.
Let me share. I'm leaning back. I'm getting comfortable. I'm sitting in my office. comfortable here. I get this right. Okay.
Okay.
I say to whoever will listen, like this is your show, my success is great because I will not hypnotize somebody who I feel intuitively is not ready. How could you lose? How could you lose? Stop and just do what feels good and say, I had a guy in here 2 weeks ago. He rolled his eyes when I was talking to him. He looked the other way when I was talking to him. And I said to him, look at me when I speak to you. He was coming in for ringing in the ears to this. And he said that he had been to every medical place. He's been to all kinds of places and it wasn't working. And I said, I just can't hypnotize you today. And he said, why, you don't hypnotize on the first time? And I said, yeah, but we can't hypnotize you on the first time because I didn't think he was ready because of all the resistance he was showing me. Mm-hmm. We need to learn to be successful because we have too many people out there saying, oh, I tried hypnosis, it didn't work. Ooh, I don't want to hear that stuff because hypnosis is not in it. You don't go to a music lesson and take a lesson and playing the piano and you learn Mary Had a Little Lamb and you go home, it didn't work, I don't know how to play it. Did you practice?
I know.
While you're learning? No. And so I think hypnosis is like the music lesson. We go to the hypnotist, we learn how to feel an absence of that habit. Now, what does that feel like? Memorize the feeling. Now, when you go to have the habit, whatever it might be, and you could take a gentle breath or you could use a post-hypnotic suggestion or a key word, and it pauses you for a moment, actually a second. Do you want that cookie or not? Then when that pause comes in, that's the practice of the instrument in the self-hypnosis, of course. So to me, hypnosis is like playing an instrument. You have to learn the keys, but you have to know the feeling, the rhythm, the timing, the beat of the music.
I love it. That's beautiful. Yeah. I know with my, so I was at a party a couple weeks ago and I didn't remember, this lady told me that she was talking to me at another party and said that I asked her on a scale of 0 through 10 how ready she was to stop smoking, and 10 being extremely ready. And she said 2. And I said, oh, well, I won't work with you then. And she thought that was the coolest thing, that I was like, no, because they're not ready.
I commend you. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I didn't even remember, but I was glad that and that's the whole thing. We want to know where they're at. And I commend you for doing the same thing. And I love it. So let's recap some of the things that you said. So, and that
what did I say?
Well, I'm going to do my best. So everybody has habits they want to break. Everybody wants, whether it's an emotional thing, obsessive thought thing,
including myself.
Yes. So it's key. You and I both know, and a lot of people listening, that hypnosis can deliver that suggestion. It can make it can strengthen a neural pathway of choice in their subconscious, can strengthen a neural pathway and help them melt stress so they can believe in themselves. And you are saying to trust that you're capable, trust that you can do this, trust that you can make healthy choices, believe in yourself. And to wear trust. So to break a habit, to break that reflex, is to change the neurosis of what you're focusing on, right? You're saying it's like a neurosis, which means like an intense thought pattern, right? So a neural pathway. So we are dissolving that and creating a new habit, a new reflex, a new choice, and you're wearing trust in that choice.
Yes, good. And what does trust feel like? It feels like we could do anything. It's endless. In fact, if I know we have many hypnotists watching, as well as many people who are not involved in hypnosis, and I'm going to say the best way to have a lot of clients or make a large amount of money or whatever your goals might be is to trust and stop counting. As soon as we count, we're not trusting. We say, oh, I $10 and I need money, I'm in trouble. But if I just trust, then it just seems like the universe moves it along. Like Tom Doherty was saying, his intuitiveness was getting stronger. What is he saying? He's saying he's thinking less and feeling more.
Yeah. And trust. So it's an interesting thing because I do trainings to help people be more intuitive, and the essential four, that the 4-session process, because it builds the confidence and it melts the stress and it does the emotional clearing. We do regression to the root cause, which is something I think we need to talk about, because there is a reason people emotionally eat. You already brought it up. If your parents told you eat to change the way you feel, oh, you hurt yourself, eat. And you'll feel better.
Yeah.
So now you have this program, this neuroassociational hypnosis is a bridge or a doorway to that, right? So we can actually help that younger self recognize what that is, so that you no longer have to be listen to that younger self or understand where it was coming from. So it's neutralized. That's the other thing that you talked about, neutralizing.
Neutralizing. I like that, neutralizing. I think that's what it does. It just neutralizes an angst. When you're, I was a stage hypnotist for many, many years in the 70s and 80s, and I learned many skills of waking suggestions. And one of the most susceptible time of a client is when they first open their eyes, and they're so susceptible. And at that time, you could throw in a lot of positive suggestions, and a positive suggestion is, notice how good you're feeling. Yeah, I am. Notice how fast the time went. Yes, it did. And I have on my video, on my website, I have a video which is me introducing the potential client to come and see me. To me, that has created a lot of success, because they could meet me first. Oh, I like that guy. He's got a nice smile, or whatever they might say. I think I do. And they hear these words, and so they come back and they'll say, oh yeah, I know that's true. I saw it on your video. Oh, they know it's true. I saw it on the video. I see Kenda has a question. Oh no, she likes the question. Oh.
Okay, you saw it now. I like that equation. So now you saw that one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did see that one. Yeah. So to continue with this this introduction video, it explains what we're going to do before this person comes in. So I have removed a lot of barriers right away, and the barriers I've removed is they now know me. Excuse me. And I suggest that whoever's watching this, watch that video. It's a great video, and excuse that implication of ego. No, it's confidence. It's a great video because it says what I want them to hear. And I think our failures as hypnotists are often that we might see 5 or 10 clients in a day, whatever you see, and each client is a little different. So we're telling them something a little different of this pre-talk. Now we have 2 people come in and they happen to be friends, and one comes in at 1 o'clock and one comes in at 6 o'clock, and the 1 o'clock hears a different version than the 6 o'clock. And the 1 o'clock and the 6 o'clock go home and compare notes and say, well, the hypnotist told me that. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. So I guess I'm saying we need to be consistent in our practice. Consistency is success.
I like that. Okay, Larry, we have, you guys, everyone listening, I have to ask Larry the question about Uday Hussein. I mean, I did read his book, and you guys can too, but Larry, if you could spend just a couple of minutes about it, and then you guys were going to do the experience. So you're going to get to experience hypnosis, which can calm you, reset you, help you make healthy choices, trust. So you might as well kind of start preparing to stop what you're doing and go into a hypnotic state in just a few minutes. But Larry is going to share hypnotizing the enemy, hypnotizing Uday Hussein. And can you do it in like 2 minutes?
2 minutes, okay. So in April 2001, I got a call, and I was invited by a neurologist from Baghdad to come to Baghdad to hypnotize a businessman, not knowing who it was. So it was a preparation, but I did it, and I ended up there in April, on Mother's Day, actually, and I met and learned that it was Uday Hussein. So that was kind of interesting, because I didn't know who Uday Hussein is. I don't read newspapers, I don't watch the news. I just heard that Hussein is somebody leading the country. And so I spent 10 days with him, and then I was invited back again in August. So on September 9th, 2001, I got on a plane, boarded it to go to Baghdad. And of course, on September 11th, I was sitting there watching on TV in Arabic with Arabic letters on the bottom, Arabic language, the buildings falling in New York. But to my naive personality, I thought it was a sci-fi movie. I didn't know what was happening at that moment. And that's my experience in 2 minutes. But they could find out more about it by going on my website. I do have 2 books. One is called Healing the Enemy. That was my original book. And then I rewrote the book and had it published by a man in Canada called Hypnotizing the Devil. That's by Berman Publishers. And the reason is I was blacklisted in 2003 that I could not write the book on healing the enemy because it said too many good things about the Iraqi people. So this book is blacklisted, and yet it's a very strong, powerful story about love for another culture. That's 2 minutes. Was that 2 minutes?
Wow, Larry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay, well, weren't you afraid? Were you scared?
No, I was not afraid. You know, it's interesting. I was not afraid because there was an intuitive energy about me. I liked the neurologist. We spent about 2 hours talking. He was a nice man. He said I would be safe, I would be protected. We were going to ride across the desert in an SUV with bodyguards. I pictured these guys with these submachine guns standing on the boards of this SUV, and it was a Frenchman, an Arab, and a Jordanian, and myself going through the desert 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning from Jordan to Baghdad. What an experience, Randy. And you know what? It's in the book. It's in the book. And I've got a lot of messages, but we don't have time for that.
Yes. Oh my God. So hi, Therese. I think that's how you say your name. Welcome to the show. And Ken, of course, welcome to the show. And
I like that photo. I like that photo of Therese. Is that mysterious or what?
and,
look at the beautiful lips, the nice nose, and this beautiful mask around her eyes. Who is she?
Well, you'll be able to look later, Larry. And so, Therese, if you want to say anything about your picture, please do now. It's a good time before we get into the
Can I share some freebies that I have, Randy, before you start your induction?
Sure.
No, we don't have time. You said sure does not mean yes. You want to go to show? Sure, that doesn't mean yes. Next time.
Well, no, you're going to do it. It's fine. You're going to do it one way or another. So do it now. Go for it. Okay. Man, I want people to have access to your stuff. Come on.
Good. First off, I think of education. We have a booklet here. I'd be glad to send anybody. Send me an email. And it's 40 pages of what we tell our clients when they come in, so we know it will work. We either send it to them or they get it when they leave. Then I have a manual. It's about 50 pages on regressions. In fact, I have the bigger version here, and it's all about regressions. And then I have another manual of the power of a pre-talk, one of my favorites. These are all about 40 or 50 pages of just details, and they're freebies. You send it to me, and I will send you a link, and you could read all about some ideas or thoughts that I might have of why hypnosis works for me. That's good.
Wow. Those are great. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So you'll find out more after the show exactly how to get a hold of Larry and how to get those freebies. And I encourage you to do that because Larry has a lot of brilliance and we want to learn from his brilliance. So right now, Larry wants to kick back. I'm going to do the hypnotizing and deliver some of the wonderful suggestions. And so if you are multitasking right now, it is time for you to stop what you're doing and kick back. This is an opportunity for you to relax. It's a closed eye process, so it's no driving or anything like that. And just follow Larry's lead and get as comfortable as possible. Either sit back or lie down or lay down, however you say that. And once you're doing that, okay, so now you're just going to be guided into a focused and relaxed state where you're more open and receptive. So the next step in, the next breath in, take a deep breath in and hold your breath in for as long as you comfortably can. And when you do let your breath out, tell yourself to relax and feel yourself relax as you imagine a sound wave flowing through you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And we're going to do that a couple more times. Next breath in, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath in for as long as you comfortably can. And while you're holding your breath in, look up above your eyebrows, connecting with your higher self and your intuition. And then when you do lower your eyeballs, breathe out and picture and hear and feel a healing sound wave flowing through you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Good. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Holding that breath in for as long as you comfortably can. And when you breathe out, tell yourself relax and feel that healing sound wave flowing through you, taking you deeper and deeper now to a place inside you where things change, where things heal, where insight lives. Take a moment now, if you like the beach, to imagine yourself walking along a very welcoming, inviting beach. Notice the water, the gentle waves. Feel the warmth of the sun and perhaps the warmth of the sand on your feet. Listen for the sounds of the water and animals welcoming you and greeting you. And just allow every step you take to relax you deeper and deeper. And notice that there is a big giant 5 written in the sand. Go over to that 5 now, and in a moment, erase that 5, dissolve that 5, however your creative mind would like to do that. And as you melt that 5, allow yourself to relax, perhaps 10 times deeper. And once you've done that, feel yourself relax and let go as you walk along that shoreline with a sense of confidence and peace. And notice now that there's a big giant 4. Walk on over to the 4 now, and in a moment you can erase or melt or dissolve that 4, however your creative mind would like to do that. But at the same time, erase or melt or dissolve any tension or stress right out of your mind, body, and life, like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day. So take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, melt that tension, melt that floor like it's all melting away, like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day. Just let it all go. Good, very good. Now walk along that shoreline with a lightness of being, and walking over to a 3 that you now can see. In a moment, begin to erase part of the 3 and allow the universe to support you and erase the other part of the 3. Maybe you imagine the water flowing in and you meet in the middle, and that water flows over your feet. And as a result, you feel yourself relax 10 times deeper. You feel yourself become 10 times more focused. Just imagine that now. And walk along that shoreline with a lightness of being, and notice the big giant 2. And as you walk over to that 2, with that lightness of being washing over you, declare 1 or 2 or even 3 intentions. Maybe you'd like to release a habit that no longer serves you, an emotional or a physical habit. Maybe you have an intention to just be your best version of yourself or to get 10 new clients. Maybe you just want to be happy. So choose intentions that you would like to feel when you are done, or even something you'd like to neutralize, so that you, when you're done with this session, feel the feeling as if it already exists. So set your intentions and then use the power of your mind to vividly imagine them as if they already exist. You calm and confident and in control. You having whatever it is you choose. You no longer doing that habit that no longer serves you. Vividly imagine it as if it already exists. You have that feeling inside you of whatever it is that you've achieved it. And then allow the universe, the source that created you, to wash away the 2 for you, to take you to the exact level you need to achieve those goals and intentions today, to be your best version of yourself. And then once that's taken place, walk on over to the 1 with a sense of confidence, grace, and ease. And with that confidence, with that trust, just wash away the 1 and allow yourself now to go even deeper and deeper to that place inside you where things change, where things heal, where insight lives. We've already discussed what a habit is. It's a reflex. And you can imagine right now just letting go of anything that no longer serves you. You can believe in yourself by right now becoming aware of a time that you trusted, a moment in your life. It could be a memory, it could be a person, an animal, where you felt a deep level of trust. And you want to notice where you feel that trust. You're going to try it on. You're going to wear it. So it could be a memory. If you're choosing a memory where you felt that trust, go to that memory to relive it, to see the details, hear the sounds, and feel the feelings. And notice where you feel it. Notice what you think, what you say when you trust, when you believe. And if it's a person or an animal, notice the same thing, where you feel that trust in you, how you know you're experiencing that trust. Trust. Notice where you feel it in your body, what shape it is, what color it is. Amplify it, create it, wear it, try it on and wear it. And then declare what it is you want. Declare what it is you want and vividly imagine it once again, because you have a choice, because you are in control. And from this moment forward, you are so much more calm, you are so much more confident, and you are so much more in control of your thoughts, in control of your feelings, in control of your actions and your reactions. This is a gift you're giving yourself, your family, your friends, to be your best version of yourself. It is time. In just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to 3, I'm going to snap my fingers and a new you is going to emerge, feeling deeper and deeper levels of trust, in control, in charge of your own thoughts and feelings and actions and reactions. So starting right now with the count of 1, take a big, deep energy breath in. 2, back in the present moment into a new mind, a new body, and a new you. And with the count of 3, open those eyes, feeling absolutely energized. Welcome back. And you too, Larry, come on back. Yes, you have to come back now.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that.
That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I don't get hypnotized as often as I'd like to.
Yeah, Larry, we all got to do that for each other.
Yeah. Sometimes somebody says, "Who hypnotizes you?" Me. I make myself recordings. I listen to them at night when I'm going to sleep.
Well, notice how good you're all feeling now.
We are all feeling good. All of us.
So you guys, Larry, you are always an amazing person and an amazing guest. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today. Can you please, thank you, same. Can you please tell everyone how they can get a hold of you? How can they get these freebies or buy your book and stuff like that?
Right here on Facebook, but they can reach me at larrygarrett.gwc. That's for Garrett Wellness Center, gwc@gmail.com. Or go on my website. How about this one? LarryGarrett.com.
Yes. Yeah. Hi, Mark.
What did Mark just say? I saw Mark, but I didn't see what he said. What did he say?
Loved put.
Larry's Trust Vest. Yes. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. We missed you Sunday.
Yes. And Larry, for those of you that live nearby, at once the first Sunday of every month, right? At your wellness center.
Every month, 1 o'clock.
In Chicago.
Yes. Wonderful gathering.
All right, you guys. Oh my God, I just love you, Larry. I love everything about you. And next time we're going to go somewhere together. We're driving together.
We'll see each other soon.
So, all right, you guys, I got to tell you a couple more things. One, if you're a hypnotist, I'm doing some trainings if you want to actually do some of these things and learn regression and learn the Essential 4, you can get a $77 savings just from watching this. So that's going to end by this Friday. I think that's the 7th. So if you want to get some online training that's going to, on the Essential 4, so you can have a system, be more intuitive and just learn everything you need to help people so much overcome habits of anxiety and depression and all those things, please reach out to me, Randy Light. You can go to randylighthypnosis.com to find out more information, or just, message me right here and say, yes, I'm interested. Also, you guys, next week's show is going to be super cool as well. I am interviewing a spiritual counselor, Stephen Donaco, who he's been trained in heart math. And so almost every single time, this is the one time I didn't do the heart breathing. Oh, how funny. So I do heart math breathing techniques almost every time with you guys. And we're going to learn about that. We're going to learn, and we're going to actually, we might even be able to watch what happens when our heart gets in coherence and what happens with our brains and everything, because he's got some special tools and technology that he can share with us. So if you want to know more about heart math and breathing techniques and how to balance your nervous systems using that technique, then this show is for you, and how to incorporate it into enhancing your spiritual practice. That's next Tuesday at 12 o'clock. All right, everyone. Love you all. We'll see you next Tuesday at 12. Thanks, everyone. See you. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.